And welcome everyone to the Rochester Sports Network, where the Rochester University Warriors are getting ready to take on the Racers from Northwestern Ohio University. I'm David Hughes, joining you today for this one from the Rochester Sports Network, powered by Chief Financial Credit Union. Today, the Racers come in with a 5-14 record, and they are 2-8 in WAC league play, but they are coming off of a 2-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for Rochester University, they are 6-4 in WAC league play, 13-6 overall, but of course coming off of that devastating loss on Wednesday night to Siena Heights here at home. So they're looking to bounce back. For Northwestern Ohio, they are looking to keep the momentum going as Kep wins that one straight back to Pugsley. And we are underway here from Garth Pleasant Arena in Rochester, Michigan. Here's Kep over to Pugsley. Rochester fourth in the WAC entering this one. Hammond. Here's Montz. Montz on the drive. Up with it. Lay in good. Zach Montz starts the scoring here today. Makes it 2-0 early. He has the first bucket of the game. Cannon Campbell brings it up. For Northwestern Ohio, they sit in last. In a last place tie with Aquinas College. But they're only a game out of that 8th spot to try and qualify for the WAC tournament. So still plenty to play for them. Here's Armand Cartwright with it for the Warriors. Cartwright crossover dribble. Try to get it into Ag, but it's taken away though. Good deflection inside from Lessing. Here's Montz. Montz drops it off Kep. Kep puts it up and in. Quick 4 for Northwestern Ohio. Cannon Campbell bringing it up now for Rochester. He directs traffic. Gets a screen from Agba. Agba rolls off that screen. Kick. Cap Wilson corner. Triple pure. Cap Wilson buries it. Wilson, who had 19 points in the loss on Wednesday night, picks up where he left off. Gets Rochester on the board. 4-3. Just under a minute and a half gone by here in the first half. Pugsley has Agba on him. Lob inside for Kep. Back out to Pugsley. Pugsley for three top side. That one buried. Elijah Pugsley buries the triple. 7-3 your score now. Cannon Campbell brings it across the timeline. Campbell directing traffic. Over to Logan Ealing. Ealing. Inside Agba. Agba working against Kep. Backing down. Agba. Turnaround. Uses that pump fake and puts it off glass and in. Peter Agba with his first two of the game. 7-5 here early. Kep and Agba. That will be an interesting matchup to watch throughout this game. Similar playing styles. Both are physical down low. Aren't going to step out and shoot it very much, and we are going to get a blocking foul called on Cannon Campbell. So the first foul on either team, and that one is on Campbell. Campbell, who had a season-high 7 points on Wednesday night against Siena Heights, gets the start once again here tonight. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Northwestern Ohio, they are coached by Caleb Williams. He is in his third season. And then Rochester University of course, coached by Dr. Clint Pleasant. So 7-5 early. Northwestern Ohio off to a good start offensively. Aaron Hammond, he was being pestered by Logan Ealing and gave it up. Here's Cartwright in transition. Armand Cartwright, he lost it. Comes to Aaron Hammond. Hammond, who didn't play in their last game against Aquinas College, gets the start today. Pugsley on the drive. He missed the lay-in. He was in all alone and couldn't convert. Here's Campbell the other way. Campbell off the high glass and in. Cannon Campbell with the good finish. Rolled around the rim for about a solid second and a half, but eventually came down. We are now deadlocked at 7 here early from Garth Pleasant Arena. I'm David Hughes bringing you this one on the Rochester Sports Network. Nathan Lessing inside, shot up and good. Nathan Lessing, the junior out of Sidney, Ohio, he gets that one to go. And the Racers are back up 2. Andre Johnson, Noah Holly, and Braylon Toney are going to the scorer's table right now for Rochester. Cartwright baseline over to Cap Wilson. Wilson bounces it to Campbell. Now back to Cartwright for a corner three. That one rims out. Agba has the offensive rebound. It will go out of bounds off Agba, and it will be Racers basketball. So coming out will be Logan Ealing, Cannon Campbell, and Peter Agba. So Braylon Toney, the freshman, Andre Johnson, the junior, but in his first year with the program, and then the sophomore Noah Holly all into the game. Still the same 5 starters out there for Northwestern Ohio. Just under 4 minutes gone by here in the first half from Garth Pleasant Arena. Backdoor cut to Pugsley. I don't think he was quite ready for it initially. Hammond with it now. Block right side. He gave it up. Here is a 3. That one rims out. Cartwright skies for that rebound. Cartwright bringing it up quickly. There's Braylon Toney. Cartwright with Montz on him. Noah Holly. Andre Johnson hit a couple of 3s from that spot in the game on Wednesday night, and now we are going to get a foul on Aaron Hammond. So some substitutions here. It looks like Alex Clough will be checking in for Northwestern Ohio, and Isaac Golson Jr. Going to the bench are Aaron Hammond and Justin Kett. And we're going to get a whistle. So 15:48, 9-7, Northwestern Ohio. They're trying to win their 3rd game in a row. If they do so, it would be their first win on the road this season. They are 0-10 away from the Garage or Racer Gymnasium. Andre Johnson, a deep 3, and he buries it. Andre Johnson, he could have hit a couple of deep 3s from the left wing in the last game, showing off that range again, this time from the opposite side of the floor. 10-9 is your score. Rochester with their first lead. Crossover dribble Pugsley, and he puts it up and in. Good adjustment in midair by Pugsley there. He now has 5, and the Racers back up 1. Johnson with Isaac Golson Jr. on him. Andre Johnson step back, forced to give it up. Toney over to Noah Holly. Now Johnson, corner 3. That one too strong, and it will go not out of bounds. What a job by Braylon Toney to save that. And I think for Elijah Pugsley, that was a situation where he needed to get out of the area, but he gave Braylon Toney a target. He throws it out of bounds off of Pugsley, and the ball will stay with Rochester. So here's Cartwright to inbound, gets it into Toney. Pugsley up on him. Toney. Drive into the lane. Off-balance shot, off the mark. It will go out of bounds. It will stay with Rochester. Toney to inbound here. Braylon Toney, 3 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals in the loss on Wednesday night. We are going to get a whistle, and we appear to be good to go. Toney to inbound. Into Armand Cartwright. Northwestern Ohio, 5 of 7 from the field early. Rochester, for their part, they're 4 of 7. So both teams off to a hot start. Johnson puts it on the floor to the rim, and he had it blocked by Isaac Golson Jr., the sophomore out of Grand Blanc, Michigan. It will stay with Rochester. Shot clock has 9 seconds on it. Toney gets it into Armand Cartwright. Fall away 3-pointer for Cartwright, and it's pure. Armand Cartwright, his first points of the day. Here's Lessing quickly back the other way. Shot no good. Noah Holly had the rebound. Rochester will push. Braylon Toney for 3. That one off to the left, and then Lessing brings in that rebound. 13-11 Rochester. 14-10 to go here in the first half. Rochester looking for a bounce back. They blew a 17-point lead against Siena Heights on Wednesday. They have a team that's 2-8 in the WAC here at home. These are the ones you have to win. That 3 is left short from Zach Montz. And now here's Braylon Toney in transition. Drops it off for Cap Wilson, and we are going to get an offensive foul on Cap Wilson. So second team foul. Nice job by Elijah Pugsley to get back, and he was in good position. It'll be on Cap Wilson. So for Cap Wilson, his first. Team second on Rochester. 13-11 your score. Here early, Zach Montz from Pickerington, Ohio will walk it up. Abdu Gouye has gone to the bench for gone to the scorers table for Rochester. Toney ahead to Andre Johnson. Back to Braylon Toney. Toney swung it over to Cartwright. Cartwright on the drive. Floater got it. Armand Cartwright with 5 points, and we are going to get a timeout called by Northwestern Ohio. Rochester leading it 15-11. This broadcast is brought to you by Chief Financial Credit Union, the official credit union of Rochester University and home of the 2% cash back rewards free checking account. Open your rewards checking today with no minimum balance and show your Warrior pride with the RU debit card. Chief Financial Credit Union, more than money. Chief Financial Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA. So early on, 15-11, Rochester with the lead. Rochester shooting it at 50% from three already. They're 3 of 6. One made three for Northwestern Ohio, but both teams off to a hot start from the field. Northwestern Ohio, 55.6% from the field, and then Rochester, 54.5%. And for Rochester, Armand Cartwright, he has a quick 5. And then the matchup that I kind of mentioned early on, Justin Kep against Peter Agba down low, I imagine that we'll see a lot of that as the game progresses, but it looks like Abdu Gouye is getting set to come into the game. Peter Agba checked out a moment ago, and on the Northwestern Ohio side, Justin Kep, he checked out a couple of minutes ago for the Racers. So the timeout has expired, and we will resume play here. Rochester leading it by 4 here at Garth Pleasant Arena. And Bailey Gardner has checked in for Northwestern Ohio, number 23, sophomore out of Indiana. Zach Montz will walk it up here for Northwestern Ohio. Here's Zach Lessing. Clough hands off. Montz into Lessing. Lessing short, but he likes to use that big body down low. He has the size advantage on Cartwright, and he gets that one to go in off glass. 15-13. Here's Braylon Toney. Over to Noah Holly. Holly turning back to Cartwright. Abdu Gouye. Gouye played about a minute on Wednesday night. Here's Johnson, the adjustment midair, and he is going to draw the foul, and Andre Johnson will head to the line. But number 20, Abdu Gouye, who's in the game now, played for, like I said, about a minute, picked up 2 quick fouls, went to the bench, and he never returned against Siena Heights as Cannon Campbell looked like he was going to check in. He goes back to the scorer's table. First free throw coming from Andre Johnson. The foul was on Nathan Lessing. Second team foul. First free throw from Johnson. That one is off the mark. So Cannon Campbell will go in for Noah Holly. One more free throw coming here for Andre Johnson. 12:53 to go, first half. Andre Johnson, he had 10 points and 2 assists on Wednesday night. Second free throw up. That one will also rim out, so tough trip to the line there for Andre Johnson, and Zach Montz will bring it up here for the Racers. Golson with it. Isaac Golson Jr. over to Zach Lessing. Abdu Gouye guarding Lessing. Lessing aggressive going to the basket. Shot was way off, though. Now here's Johnson in transition. Toney swings it over to Cartwright, who retreats into the left corner. Cartwright on the drive over to Braylon Toney, corner 3, right side. That one too strong. Battling for that rebound. Lessing has it, and he gets it to Zach Montz. Montz dribbles it across the timeline. Here's Bailey Gardner for 3. That one no good. Gouye has the rebound. Cartwright will settle things down here coming up on the 12-minute mark, first half. Rochester with a 15-13 lead. And Gouye will try the 3. That one off the front side of the rim. And here comes Northwestern Ohio. It's Montz. Montz down the lane, goes up with it off glass, and it's an offensive foul. Zach Montz got up. He couldn't believe it. How about Abdu Gouye stepping in and taking that charge, though? The third team foul. First on Zach Montz. He'll go to the bench. Back into the game is Elijah Pugsley. So what was a great finish at the rim, and from where we're sitting, it looked like it could have gone either way, but they call it on Zach Montz on that drive. So it's an offensive foul. Rochester has the ball in a 2-point lead. Cannon Campbell over to Johnson. Golson on him. Johnson uses that little jab step. Golson doing a nice job, though. Johnson forced to give it up. Cartwright against Pugsley. Cartwright swings it. Corner three try from Cannon Campbell. That one rims out. Rebound comes to Pugsley. Pugsley moving it quickly ahead now. Drops it off. Golson, ball fake, bounce inside to Lessing. Lessing off glass and in. So Nathan Lessing pacing all Racers scores right now. He has 6, and he is attacking the paint against Armand Cartwright. 15-15. Here's Campbell. Gouye puts it on the floor. Off-balance shot, left short. Goes out of bounds, and it will go back over to Northwestern Ohio as we are tied up at 15. 10:41 remaining here in the first half. It looks like Peter Agba's going to check back in the game. And as Peter Agba went to the scorers table, head coach Caleb Williams of Northwestern Ohio, he immediately grabbed Justin Kep. So we'll see that Agba-Kep matchup now here about the midway point of the first half. Here's Golson against Campbell. Now Bailey Gardner. Alex Clough backing down, kicks out. Golson for 3. That one through. Isaac Golson Jr. buries the threes. A 37% three-point shooter. That gives Northwestern Ohio the lead, 18-15. Agba has it. Over to Cap Wilson. And that one nearly taken away by Kep. Agba came up with it, though. And then it's deflected by Pugsley. It's a foot race between Pugsley and Cartwright. Pugsley took a dive onto the floor and knocked it out of bounds. He'll be helped up by his teammates and Armand Cartwright, but it will go back over to Rochester. 18-15, your score. Nathan Lessing, he has 6 points early on in this one. For Rochester, Armand Cartwright leading all scorers with 5. He has the basketball now. Crosses midcourt. Pugsley awaits him. Screen from Peter Agba. Cartwright into Peter Agba off the roll, and he lays it up and in. So a perfectly executed pick and roll there between Armand Cartwright and Peter Agba. And the Northwestern Ohio lead is just 1. Gardner over to Golson. Aaron Hammond is going to the scorers table for the Racers. Here's a 3 from Bailey Gardner. That one too strong. And now here comes Rochester the other way. Armand Cartwright. Abdu Gouye thought about it, bounces it, entry feed into Peter Agba. Agba, turnaround hook, got it. So Peter Agba, a much better start to this one than what he had in the last game. He already has 6 points just beyond the midway point here in the first half. Rochester back up ahead by 1, 19-18. Elijah Pugsley with it. Over to Alex Clough. Back to Pugsley, calling for that screen. He has Cap Wilson on him. Here's Golson, a corner 3. That one pure. Isaac Golson Jr., his second 3 of the game. He has 6. Northwestern Ohio regains the lead, 21-19. So much like the women's game before us here today, some good back and forth action early. Here's Cartwright on the drive. Scoop lay-in, got it. 7 first half points for Armand Cartwright. Deadlocked at 21. These teams continue to shoot it at a high clip, both above 50%. Rochester right at 50%. Northwestern Ohio at 56.3. Here's a 3 from Golson, and he got it. Isaac Golson Jr. with his third 3 of the first half. And Northwestern Ohio leads it by 3. Cap Wilson with the basketball. Over to Armand Cartwright for 3 in the tie, pure. Armand Cartwright's in double figures. He has 10. We are tied at 24. A fun start here at Garth Pleasant Arena. Pugsley directing traffic. Gets a screen from Kep. Has Agba on him. We'll see if he tries to take advantage. Lob inside to Kep. Kep up with it off glass while doubled in. Justin Kep with his second field goal of the day. Northwestern Ohio leads again by 2. Both of these teams having a lot of success offensively. Cannon Campbell gets a screen from Agba. Campbell kicks out, Gouye, puts it on the floor. Feed inside to Agba, no good, but the foul will be on Bailey Gardner, and a good drive and dish there from Abdu Gouye. And the foul was on Bailey Gardner, so it'll be Peter Agba headed to the line. Peter Agba, a senior out of Nigeria, 61.2% free throw shooter on the year. First one is up, that one falls. So Peter Agba now with 7 points. Into the game, Nathan Lessing, Zach Montz, and Aaron Hammond. Out go Alex Clough, Isaac Golson Jr., 3 triples, and Bailey Gardner. So one more free throw here for Peter Agba. Noah Holly is also checked into the game for Abdu Guye. So Peter Agba at the line. One more free throw. He makes this, he would tie the game and match his point total from Wednesday night. That one will fall around and roll out. Tough luck miss there for Peter Agba. So Northwestern Ohio maintains a 1-point lead. 7 minutes to go here, first half. A lot of offense today here at Garth Pleasant Arena. Here's Elijah Pugsley and tried to swing it inside. He got deflected off the backboard by Cannon Campbell. Shot clock down to 10. Pugsley, fall away, was looking to go off glass. It was way off. Almost got tipped in by Peter Agba on his own basket, but it rimmed out. Now here's Cartwright. Cartwright pulls up, 3. That one will miss off to the left. Kept skies for that rebound. Pugsley pushing in transition now. That one came a little bit high. Spin move into the lane. That rims out. Noah Holly has the rebound. Back and forth action here. 6:20 to go, first half. Cannon Campbell, the native of Clarksville, Tennessee, walks it up and gets it to Noah Holly. Warriors trail by 1. Campbell inside to Cartwright. Cartwright catches up with it. Zach Montz went for the steal there. He missed it, and it left Cartwright wide open. So 12 first half points for Armand Cartwright. Rochester back up 1, 27-26. Here's Justin Koepp over to Zach Montz. Montz bounces it inside for Lessing. Lessing turnaround up with it, and it rolls out. Right there for the rebound is Cap Wilson. Wilson over to Cartwright. Armand Cartwright. Holly uses that ball fake, tries to go baseline, forced to kick out to Cap Wilson. Wilson up with it, the lay-in. Good strong finish over Justin Koepp at the rim by Cap Wilson. So Cap Wilson now with 5 points. Rochester is up 3. And I'll take this opportunity to tell you that this broadcast is brought to you by Chief Financial Credit Union. Home ownership is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. From pre-approval to getting qualified and through closing, they will be with you every step of the way. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs. Discover a different mortgage experience at your hometown credit union, Chief Financial Credit Union. So getting set to resume play here, exactly 5.5 to go here from Garth Pleasant Arena, as the Warriors lead it by 3. And Rochester now shooting 54.5% from the field. Northwestern Ohio 52.4%. So both teams having trouble defending, but doing well offensively. Here's Aaron Hammond, who started this game today, and that one went through the legs of Koepp. Andre Johnson bounces it ahead to Cap Wilson. Cap Wilson took a hard fall, braced himself well, though, and he should be heading to the line to shoot 2. So the foul is on Aaron Hammond. So Cap Wilson to the line. Cap Wilson, 19 points, 5 rebounds. First free throw's up, that one good. A 66.7% free throw shooter. Isaac Golson Jr. back into the game for Aaron Hammond. Isaac Golson, 3 3-pointers in this first half. 5:17 remaining. Rochester currently with a 4-point lead, and that one off back iron. So it's 30-26. Lessing catches. He has Cap Wilson on him. Zach Lessing. Warriors lead it by 4. Golson over to Lessing. Lessing on the drive off glass, and it'll fall. So Nathan Lessing with 8 points now, and he has made his living underneath. Wilson with Golson on him. Over to Peter Agba. Now it's a Cap Wilson. Wilson Try to go baseline. Nice job by Lessing to come down and help. Here's Cartwright. Swings it back over to Wilson. Shot clock under 10 now. Agba. Fall away jumper in the lane. Left short. Bounces up off the glass. And Cartwright will tap it out to Wilson. Wilson for three. He buries it. How about that play by Armand Cartwright? The deflection out to a wide open Cap Wilson. And Cap Wilson from that spot on the floor, he was wide open. He buried it. And now it looks like Isaac Golson in some pain, and Bailey Gardner is going to check in as Golson will head to the bench for the Racers. So number 23, Bailey Gardner, the sophomore, is in the game. Rochester now with a 5-point lead after that Cap Wilson triple. Pugsley bounce it to Nathan Lessing, now back out to Cap. Here's Pugsley with Johnson on him. Lessing working against Noah Holly. Lessing attacks once again. Lessing now in double figures, and he has the much taller and longer Holly on him, but Lessing still attacking in the paint. Andre Johnson over to Cartwright. Cartwright will hoist. That one rims out, bouncing inside, and Lessing has the rebound. Pugsley brings it across midcourt for the Racers. Zach Mons backing down against Armand Cartwright. Tried to bounce it inside. Agba took it away. Good anticipation there as Kep was cutting to the basket. Cartwright controls now. 3.5 to go in the first half. Warriors with a 3-point lead. Andre Johnson bounces it to Agba. Agba could not finish at the rim. Here's Mons. Over to Justin Kep. Kep calling for a backdoor screen. Cap Wilson saw it though and was right there. Mons has Andre Johnson way out on him. Mons swings it back. Kep, he'll take it. It's wide open. The three, that one rattles out. Johnson has it. Uses the hesitation. Now over to Agba. Agba, the 15-footer, rattles home for Peter Agba. So Peter Agba now with 9 first-half points for Rochester. And their lead is back up to 5, 35-30. Here's Justin Kep. Over to Pugsley. Pugsley drives. Noah Holly met him at the rim, but we are going to get a foul on Noah Holly, and Elijah Pugsley will head to the line to shoot 2. So Elijah Pugsley, 73.5% free throw shooter. These will be his first 2 of the game here today. That was the first foul on Noah Holly. Pugsley's free throw, that one up and good. So Elijah Pugsley now with 6 points. Elijah Pugsley, who began his career at Division I Western Carolina. That was all the way back in 15-16. Still just a junior, though, in terms of eligibility. Second free throw up, that one good. So Pugsley able to sink them both, and that cuts the deficit to 3 for Northwestern Ohio. Braylon Toney back into the game for Rochester. Cartwright with Bailey Gardner on him. Johnson likes that spot. Has Montes on him. Nice drive and dish to Noah Holly, who slams it home. And the penetration freed up Noah Holly, and Holly, who can get up, puts that one down for his first 2 of the day. And now we are going to get a foul as Toney got Zach Montz on the catch. So that will be the first foul on Braylon Toney. It is the 4th team foul, so the next one will put Northwestern Ohio at the line. Lessing to inbound. Gets it to Alex Clough, immediately knocked away by Noah Holly. Holly pleading somewhat of a case that it was off the knee, but no dice, and Nathan Lessing will inbound here for the Racers. Pugsley with it now. He has Johnson on him. Lessing overhead feed to Gardner. Racers moving it around the arc. Bounced over to Lessing. Lessing will take that jumper top of the key. That one off the mark, rebounded by Cap Wilson. Cartwright will bring it across as he calls out the play. 1:40 to go here, first half. Rochester leads it by 5. Here's Andre Johnson. Gets a screen from Wilson. Wilson was open on the little pick and pop. Johnson didn't see him. Cartwright, jumper off of the dribble. And now here comes Northwestern Ohio. It's Pugsley. Baseline, spin move, Lessing off glass. And tough luck miss there for Nathan Lessing. Would have cut it to 3. Braylon Toney will bring it up, the freshman out of River Rouge. Here's Wilson. Cap Wilson gets it. Was looking for Armand Cartwright up the screen. Here's Johnson for 3, and that one was about halfway down and came out. Pugsley brought it in. Now here he comes the other way for Northwestern Ohio. Elijah Pugsley with Cartwright on him. Pugsley spins. Cartwright did a nice job staying with him. Montz on the drive. Nearly had it taken away, stayed with it, and drew the foul. So it'll be Zach Montz heading to the line here. Montz with just 2 points in the game, and this will be his first trip to the line. The foul was on Braylon Toney. That's his second. So with 45.6 to go here in the first half, both teams in the bonus. Logan Ealing has gone to the scorer's table for Rochester. First free throw is up and good for Zach Montz. So that cuts the deficit to 4. Logan Ealing, who started today, checks back into the game. Sophomore out of McBain High School. Second free throw good for Zach Montz. So that cuts it to 3. Under 45 seconds to go. Nobody picked up Cartwright, and he'll take that. Armand Cartwright, Caleb Williams has to be beside himself. How do you not pick up Armand Cartwright, of all people, in transition? Easy 3 there, doubles the lead for Rochester. 25 seconds to go, first half. Lessing, once again to the rim, shot off the back iron. Logan Ealing has the rebound. Shot clock now turned off, and Armand Cartwright is in no hurry. They can take the last shot if needed. Cartwright with Montz on him. Crosses over. We will get a foul away from the basketball, and I think it's going to be on Bailey Gardner. It is on Bailey Gardner. That's the 6th team foul. So now Rochester in the bonus. Aaron Hammond checking back in. He'll come in for Bailey Gardner. That one thrown in. Noah Holly gets it near midcourt. 6 seconds to go. Here's Logan Ealing. Ealing with Lessing on him. Ealing forced to give it up. Cartwright a deep 3 at the buzzer. That one hits net, but he's unable to convert. However, Rochester, they will head to the locker room with a 40-34 lead. 15 first half points for Armand Cartwright to lead all scorers. So your score at the half, Rochester University 40, University of Northwestern Ohio 34. Stay with us. You are watching Rochester University basketball, brought to you by the Rochester Sports Network.
Is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs with the lowest rate possible. From pre-approval, getting qualified, through closing, we will be with you every step of the way. Discover a different mortgage experience with Chief Financial Credit Union.
Rochester's natural beauty is integrated across the municipalities, businesses, and universities in the region.
When we talk about Rochester University, one of the things that I'm fond of saying is we really aspire to be Rochester's university. There aren't many institutions like ours that offer the opportunity to connect to such a vibrant community. To be connected so closely to this community is a pretty remarkable opportunity. We're in an environment where there are a lot of opportunities from which students can choose as they're trying to decide the college and university they want to attend, and the fact that we're located here is a great benefit for students. They're walking distance from an amazing downtown.
I've probably visited almost every spot down there. If you name a spot, I've probably been to it. So I love to eat, I love to walk around doing sightseeing. There's so many beautiful sights around here.
And the campus today is beautiful. It goes right down to the Clinton River, and it's a gorgeous campus to walk.
So the campus life is awesome. The teachers are amazing here. They email you, they stay on you because they care about you.
After 60 years, Rochester College changed its name to Rochester University.
University sort of captures it a little better now than what college did, so we made that change to reflect the growth and the changes of the institution, not only in the last 4 or 5 years, but also what we anticipate further changes and further growth in the days to come.
It grew up to be Rochester College, and now they have so many programs there. They've really become into that university status, and it's fun to welcome Rochester University to our town as our newest, but they've been here for 50 or 60 years, and they're still doing a wonderful job educating our students.
From the first time they open their eyes, through every step in training, Leader Dogs are meant for greatness. Every Leader Dog from Leader Dogs for the Blind is a chance to give someone who's visually impaired their independence back. Which is why we have partnered with this great organization to bring you the Leader Dogs for the Blind Visa from Chief Financial. With it, every transaction you make gives back to Leader Dogs for the Blind. Help give the gift of freedom and apply for the Leader Dog Visa from Chief Financial today.
Home ownership is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs with the lowest rate possible. From pre-approval, getting qualified, through closing, we will be with you every step of the way. Discover a different mortgage experience with Chief Financial Credit Union.
Are you ready to become more, to do more, to unlock your life's potential? We're ready too. Rochester University can help you learn new skills, build your faith, and discover a world of possibilities. We're a supportive, caring community of achievers working to become the best at what we do and to create a better world. RU offers 24 traditional and accelerated degree programs, so wherever your dreams are leading you, RU can help you get there. When you want to go places, you belong here. Rochester University.
But he does a good job. Yeah. And then Joe, I actually graduated high school with. He's been George Blaha's statistician for 25 years. Maybe 30. Probably 30. So he's been his, at home, his guy. And he feeds George stuff. He's the guy who makes him better. Yeah. And then he himself is hosts Wayne State games on Comcast. But they're not Wayne State's not doing them anymore. And then U of D. Well, they had a deal with Comcast where Comcast would come in and do them for free because Wayne State had Comcast. So it was like an arrangement. But I think they switched to rocket fiber and stuff. So they're like, we're not going to bring our truck out anymore. Are they going to do football at all? No, they're going to do football. They're just not doing basketball.
Is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs with the lowest rate possible. From pre-approval, getting qualified, through closing, we will be with you every step of the way. Discover a different mortgage experience with Chief Financial Credit Union.
Rochester's natural beauty is integrated across the municipalities, businesses, and universities in the region.
When we talk about Rochester University, one of the things that I'm fond of saying is we really aspire to be Rochester's university. There aren't many institutions like ours that offer the opportunity to connect to such a vibrant community. To be connected so closely to this community is a pretty remarkable opportunity. We're in an environment where there are a lot of opportunities from which students can choose as they're trying to decide the college and university they want to attend, and the fact that we're located here is a great benefit for students. They're walking distance from an amazing downtown.
I've probably visited almost every spot down there. If you name a spot, I've probably been to it. So I love to eat, I love to walk around doing sightseeing. There's so many beautiful sights around here.
And the campus today is beautiful. It goes right down to the Clinton River, and it's a gorgeous campus to walk.
So the campus life is awesome. The teachers are amazing here. They email you, they stay on you because they care about you.
After 60 years, Rochester College changed its name to Rochester University.
University sort of captures it a little better now than what college did, so we made that change to reflect the growth and the changes of the institution, not only in the last 4 or 5 years, but also what we anticipate further changes and further growth in the days to come.
It grew up to be Rochester College, and now they have so many programs there. They've really become into that university status, and it's fun to welcome Rochester University to our town as our newest, but they've been here for 50 or 60 years, and they're still doing a wonderful job educating our students.
From the first time they open their eyes, through every step in training, leader dogs are meant for greatness. Every leader dog from Leader Dogs for the Blind is a chance to give someone who's visually impaired their independence back. Which is why we have partnered with this great organization to bring you the Leader Dogs for the Blind Visa from Chief Financial. With it, every transaction you make gives back to Leader Dogs for the Blind. Help give the gift of freedom and apply for the Leader Dog Visa from Chief Financial today.
Home ownership is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs with the lowest rate possible. From pre-approval, getting qualified, through closing, we will be with you every step of the way. Discover a different mortgage experience with Chief Financial Credit Union.
Are you ready to become more, to do more, to unlock your life's potential? We're ready too. Rochester University can help you learn new skills, build your faith, and discover a world of possibilities. We're a supportive, caring community of achievers working to become the best at what we do and to create a better world. RU offers 24 traditional and accelerated degree programs, so wherever your dreams are leading you, RU can help you get there. When you want to go places, you belong here. Rochester University.
Leadership is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs with the lowest rate possible. From pre-approval, getting qualified, through closing, we will be with you every step of the way. Discover a different mortgage experience with Chief Financial Credit Union.
Is integrated across the municipalities, businesses, and universities in the region.
When we talk about Rochester University, one of the things that I'm fond of saying is we really aspire to be Rochester's university. There aren't many institutions like ours that offer the opportunity to connect to such a vibrant community. To be connected so closely to this community is a pretty remarkable opportunity. We're in an environment where there are a lot of opportunities from which students can choose as they're trying to decide the college and university they want to attend, and the fact that we're located here is a great benefit for students. They're walking distance from an amazing downtown.
I've probably visited almost every spot down there. If you name a spot, I've probably been to it. So I love to eat, I love to walk around doing sightseeing. There's so many beautiful sights around here.
And the campus today is beautiful. It goes right down to the Clinton River, and it's a gorgeous campus to walk.
So the campus life is awesome. The teachers are amazing here. They email you, they stay on you because they care about you.
After 60 years, Rochester College changed its name to Rochester University.
University sort of captures it a little better now than what college did, so we made that change to reflect the growth and the changes of the institution, not only in the last 4 or 5 years, but also what we anticipate further changes and further growth in the days to come.
It grew up to be Rochester College, and now they have so many programs there. They've really become into that university status, and it's fun to welcome Rochester University to our town as our newest, but they've been here for 50 or 60 years, and they're still doing a wonderful job educating our students.
From the first time they open their eyes, through every step in training, leader dogs are meant for greatness. Every leader dog from Leader Dogs for the Blind is a chance to give someone who's visually impaired their independence back. Which is why we have partnered with this great organization to bring you the Leader Dogs for the Blind Visa from Chief Financial. With it, every transaction you make gives back to Leader Dogs for the Blind. Help give the gift of freedom and apply for the Leader Dog Visa from Chief Financial today.
Home ownership is one of the biggest decisions you will make. Let Chief Financial Credit Union take the anxiety out of the mortgage process. Chief Financial takes the time to discuss your personal profile and determine which lending program is right for your needs with the lowest rate possible. From pre-approval, getting qualified, through closing, we will be with you every step of the way. Discover a different mortgage experience with Chief Financial Credit Union.
Are you ready to become more, to do more, to unlock your life's potential? We're ready too. Rochester University can help you learn new skills, build your faith, and discover a world of possibilities. We're a supportive, caring community of achievers working to become the best at what we do and to create a better world. RU offers 24 traditional and accelerated degree programs, so wherever your dreams are leading you, RU can help you get there. When you want to go places, you belong here. Rochester University.
And hello and welcome back to North Pleasant Arena. I'm David Hughes joining you for the second half of action here between Rochester University and the University of Northwestern Ohio. Rochester leading this one 40-34 at the end of 20 minutes. And some key stats from that first half. Armand Cartwright, he led all scorers with 15. On the Northwestern Ohio side, it was Nathan Lessing leading his team with 10 points. He was 5 of 12 from the field, made his living underneath. We'll see if Rochester makes any adjustment to that and potentially put somebody else on Nathan Lessing when he's in the game. Some team stats, Rochester shot it at 51.6%. Northwestern Ohio shot 48.1%. They hovered above 50% for most of the first half, but got cold late, and that allowed Rochester to open up a 6-point lead. That is where they stand right now, 40-34. Rochester shooting 40% from three at 6 of 15, and then Northwestern Ohio 44.4% on 4 of 9. So we are almost underway. It'll be Cannon Campbell to inbound here for Rochester. So Campbell, Cartwright, Cap Wilson, and Peter Agba out on the floor to begin the half for the Warriors, the same 5 that started this game. And then on the Northwestern Ohio side, it'll be Isaac Golson Jr., who hit 3 triples in that first half. He starts the second half in place of Aaron Hammond. So Cartwright to the rim, floater, left hand off glass and in. How about Armand Cartwright to begin that second half? He went up with the left, absorbed the contact, and finish off glass. So Armand Cartwright now with 17 points and with an opportunity to convert a 3-point play here. Cartwright, couple of dribbles. And that one falls for Armand Cartwright. He now has 18 for the game. Rochester with their largest lead now at 9 points. A quick 3, and then Armand Cartwright gets the takeaway. He will pull it back out, and Rochester will set up in their half-court offense. Wilson, he has Lessing on him. Now over to Cartwright. Campbell, left wing. Back to Cartwright. Cartwright 4-3. That one left short. Rebound bounces to Justin Kep. Kep hands off to Zach Montz. Just over 45 seconds gone by. Pugsley, a deep three. That one too strong. Rebound bounces right to Kep. Here's Golson. He has Logan Ealing on him. Baseline drive. Swings it opposite side to Lessing. Now over to Zach Montz. Montz absorbs the contact. Off glass too strong. Agba skies for that rebound. Hands it off to Cannon Campbell. Campbell calls out the play. 43-34 Rochester. They won 6 in a row before falling on Wednesday night to Siena Heights. Looking to get back on the winning side and start a new streak here today. Agba working his way inside against Kep. Good move inside, but they are going to whistle him for a foul. So an offensive foul on Agba as he tried to gain position underneath against Justin Kep. Otherwise, it was an easy bucket and an 11-point lead. But we stay at 43-34. The last thing over to Pugsley. Now Montz. Kicks it. Kep corner, working against Peter Agba. Out to Lessing. Kep rolling off that screen. It's intercepted by Agba. Peter Agba, a nice bounce back game here today. Over to Logan Ealing. Ealing, reserve guard, started in this one though. Cartwright, crossover dribble. Now inside Agba. Outside Logan Ealing, the deep three. He thought he had it. He was walking back the other way. Kep had the rebound though as it was off the mark. Score remains 43-34. Up with that one, Zach Montz, and the acrobatic finish from Zach Montz. He now has 6. Deficit just 7. Campbell walks it across. 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one knocked away by Justin Kep as he and Peter Agba continue to battle in the paint. Didn't see much of the matchup in the first half, but they've both been out for the first 2 minutes and 34 seconds here in the second. Cartwright will inbound right in front of his bench. He gets it into Cannon Campbell, who has Golson on him. They switch now, Lessing on Campbell. Agba gives it right back to Campbell. Campbell behind the back dribble. Lessing did a nice job maintaining position. Campbell forced to throw that one up, and that's a tough jumper. Good defense by Nathan Lessing there. Not a ton much more that he could have done, but Campbell buries the shot. Second bucket of the game for Cannon Campbell. Lead back up to 9. Zach Montz has Cartwright on him. Montz crossover dribble, bounces it inside. Kep, who had good position, just turns and lays it in. So Campbell brings it up here for Rochester. Swings it corner, Cap Wilson. Wilson on the baseline drive, tried to go around Kep, threw it up, didn't get anything but the backboard though. Now here's Montz the other way. Montz will go all the way, took the contact from Campbell, laid it up and in, and he had words for Cannon Campbell afterwards. 5-point game. Golson guarding Campbell, now bounce to Cartwright. Cartwright gets a screen from Agba. Cartwright kept doing a nice job staying with him. Back to Campbell. Campbell feeds it in the air to Logan Ealing. That one rims out, and Pugsley has the rebound. Pugsley stops, now back out to Zach Montz. They will set up with a fresh shot clock. Montz tried to cross over against Agba, works his way, lefty lay-in, good. Zach Montz all of a sudden starting to have himself a game. He's into double figures, and the deficit is just 3 for the Racers. Ealing looking for Agba. They double immediately. We will get a held ball. Possession arrow favors the Warriors. Substitutions here for Rochester as Noah Hawley and Andre Johnson will check into the game. So out go Logan Ealing, and Peter Agba. And the possession arrow actually favored the Racers. So Pugsley over to Montz. Right, here's Lessing. Each team with 1 team foul. here in the second half. Nobody has more than 2 fouls at the moment. That one swung out. Lessing extra feed. Golson, this would be his 4-3. It falls. Isaac Golson Jr. has 12, all from beyond the arc. And now we are tied at 45. Andre Johnson thought about that one. He'll go to the basket instead. Noah Holly, extra feed. Cap Wilson, corner triple. Got it, and the foul. Isaac Golson can't believe it, but Cap Wilson buries the 3 and has an opportunity to make it a 4-point play. 48-45, and just moments after Isaac Golson Jr. had tied it for his team, he commits the foul, and it's potentially going to be a 4-point play. It is. So Cap Wilson now with 13 points. Rochester back up 4. Huge play there. 49-45 your score. That one knocked away by Noah Holly. Look out, he can get up. Holly up, and he slams it home. Noah Holly. His last 3 baskets going to the end of last game and into this game have all been dunks. He got up on that one. Rochester leads it by 6, 51-45. Pugsley on the drive, kicks it, corner Golson. Cartwright wasn't fooled by the ball fake, did a nice job there. Golson gets it into Lessing. Lessing no, but the foul is called, and I think this one is going to be on Cannon Campbell. So the foul is on Cannon Campbell. It's his second, team second here in the second half. So here's Nathan Lessing at the line. He has 10 points, yet to score here in the second half. First free throw is up. That one good for Nathan Lessing. Alex Clough, North Carolina native, he's into the game. Out goes number 35, Justin Kett. And then Braylon Toney will come in for Cannon Campbell on the Rochester side. Lessing, a 73.5% free throw shooter. The only player to start every game this season for Northwestern Ohio, so he gets both free throws. And then we will get a timeout here called by Northwestern Ohio. This broadcast is brought to you by Chief Financial Credit Union. Since it was established in 1941, Chief Financial Credit Union has made helping people its priority. From checking accounts that pay you awesome rewards like 5% interest or 2% cash back on purchases to credit cards that give back to community partners like the Rochester University Visa. Chief Financial Credit Union offers products that benefit you and your community. Check out the credit union difference at your hometown credit union, Chief Financial. So the 30-second timeout called there comes to a close. 51-47 is your score. Nathan Lessing burying a pair of free throws just a moment ago. So a 4-point game. The Racers had tied things at 45 before a Cap Wilson 4-point play made it 49-45. And then Noah Holly had the steal and slam to make it a 6-point game. Now a 4-point game after the Lessing free throws. 14 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the basketball game. Braylon Toney over to Andre Johnson. Johnson looking for somewhere to go. We will get a foul away from the basketball, and judging by Nathan Lessing's reaction, it's going to be on him. So it'll be the second foul on Lessing. Third team foul on Northwestern Ohio. Braylon Toney to inbound. Gets it into Andre Johnson. Johnson bounces it over to Wilson. Wilson, power dribble in, nearly lost it, regained control, and put it up and in off glass. 15 points for Cap Wilson. Rochester back up 6. A chant of defense from that Rochester bench. Here's Golson working his way into the lane. Kicks out to Montz. Clough now trying to drive baseline. Cap Wilson did a nice job coming to help. Golson for 3 from the right wing. Pure. Isaac Golson Jr. has his 5th 3. He has 15 points. That cuts the lead in half. Rochester now up 3. Toney brings it up. Over to Cartwright. Cartwright with 18 points today. Braylon Toney, ball fake, goes by the defender. Lefty lay-in, no. Cap Wilson came crashing for the putback attempt that will go out of bounds and stay with Rochester. So it'll be Tony to inbound here. Next up for Rochester, they will head to Indiana Tech on Wednesday. For University of Northwestern Ohio, they will be nearby at Lawrence Tech. Cartwright hands off to Tony. Now to Andre Johnson. Johnson with Montz on him. Back out, Braylon Tony for three. That one through. Braylon Tony, a much-needed three. That doubles the lead. His first points of the day. Clough, Blessing, now Golson with it. Zach Montz with Andre Johnson on him. Montz will put it on the floor. Go to the rim. Lay in too strong. Holly brought in that rebound. Andre Johnson quickly the other way. Over to Cap Wilson. Wilson spins towards the bucket. Lefty shot off the heel. Clough got the rebound. Montz the other way now. Andre Johnson, that's a clear reach. So the foul will be on Rochester. It will be their third. It's the first foul on Andre Johnson. Isaac Golson Jr. to inbound. Golson is out there with Pugsley, Lessing, Clough, and Zach Montz. Thrown into Montz. Montz has it near midcourt. 6-point lead for Rochester. Under 12 and a half to go in the second half. Montz puts it on the floor, up with it. Missed the lay-in again. Noah Holly gets a strong rebound inside. Had Montz draped all over him, but was able to bring it in. Johnson uses that ball fake to create separation, and he buries the triple, and he's high-stepping. He deserves it. A great fake to free himself up, and that pushes the lead to 9. Second three of the game for Andre Johnson as we get a timeout from Clint Pleasant here with 12:08 to go in the second half, and Rochester holding a 9-point lead. So right now in the game, Andre Johnson, he has 6. Armand Cartwright, he's paced all scores with 18, has just 3 so far in this second half. So for Rochester, they came into the day at 6-4 in the WAC. After that win against Lourdes last week, Lourdes was in first place. Rochester beat Lourdes, and they had kind of put themselves in a position to be able to make a run in the WAC. But then with that lost opportunity on Wednesday night against Siena Heights, now they're 2 games back in the WAC. Indiana Tech has propelled themselves into that first place spot heading into today. Lourdes at 8-3 in the WAC. They're a half game back. And then again, Rochester a full 2. But for Rochester, obviously it's still been a really good season for Dr. Clint Pleasant and his club as they're 6-4 in the WAC, obviously in good position to get a good seed for the WAC tournament and potentially make a run. This is a team that has already beaten Lourdes. They'll get an opportunity on Wednesday night against Indiana Tech to make another statement. So I think it's just about moving on from Wednesday night against Siena Heights, as there still is everything in front of Rochester. It is a 2-bid league, so the conference tournament at the end of February would present a golden opportunity. So we are back underway, 59-50 Rochester. Pugsley over to Lessing. Montz on the backdoor cut, up with it, off glass and in. Count it, and the foul. Braylon Tony got Zach Montz underneath, and Montz will go to the line to try and complete the 3-point play. So how about these guards of Northwestern Ohio in the paint? Zach Montz and Nathan Lessing both making a living underneath. First free throw is up, and that one good. So Montz completes the three-point play. He has 13. Rochester leads it by just 6 now. Noah Holly kicks it corner, Cap Wilson. Now Andre Johnson. Noah Holly up with it. That shot left short. Rebound came right back to Holly. Tony, Andre Johnson for another 3. That one buried. Andre Johnson with his third 3 of the game. Give him 9. The lead goes back to 9 for the Warriors. Pugsley over to Lessing. Backing down Montz, and we are going to get an offensive foul. Zach Montz against Braylon Tony. Montz with a considerable size advantage. He started moving towards the basket. Braylon Tony moved a couple of feet, and they're going to get Montz for the foul. So Cannon Campbell will come back into the game. Out goes Braylon Tony. And that was the second foul on Zach Montz. Both teams at 4 team fouls here in the second half. 11:15 remaining here in the second half. Campbell over to Cap Wilson. Johnson, 3 from the right wing. That one, he knew it was off. He followed his shot, but Pugsley was right there instead. Pugsley pushing in transition. He will go all the way himself and bury the floater. Elijah Pugsley coast to coast and knocks down the runner in the lane. Deficit down to 7 for the Racers. Cannon Campbell controls. Peter Agba gets up. He's headed to the scorer's table. Cartwright puts it on the floor, kicks it. Campbell, extra pass to Andre Johnson. Johnson, I don't know who he was looking for. Lessing has it on the steal. Here goes Nathan Lessing, and that ball is pinned up against the glass by Noah Holly. Great defense in transition. Holly with it now. Corner to Cap Wilson. Now Rochester will slow it up. Shot clock down to 15. Cartwright calls out a play. Justin Kep looks like he's heading back into the game for Northwestern Ohio, as is Isaac Golson Jr. Cap Wilson catches that one, kicks it. Here's Campbell for 3, and he buries it. Cannon Campbell with 7 points, a big triple there, and the Rochester lead is now double digits at 10. Pugsley, met by Cartwright, picked up his dribble. Over to Lessing. Clough, guarded by Johnson. That one inside to Lessing. That's a nice catch in traffic and finish at the rim for Nathan Lessing. 9.5 to go here in the basketball game. Rochester holding on to an 8-point lead. Backdoor feed to Noah Holly. Up with it, missed everything. Cap Wilson on the putback. Too much on it. Ball bouncing around. 4 players on the floor. And the officials will put a stop to that. So we'll wait to see who the foul call is on. And the foul will be on Northwestern Ohio, so we'll go back over to Rochester. Foul was on Zach Mont, so that's his 3rd. Golson Jr. checks back into the game, as does Justin Kep. Out goes Zach Montz and Bailey Gardner. The 5 on the floor for Rochester: Cannon Campbell, Armand Cartwright, Peter Agba, inbounds play. Cap Wilson puts it up and in. So just like that, it'll be Isaac Golson Jr. who committed the foul. And Cap Wilson will have an opportunity to complete a 3-point play. And head coach Caleb Williams, he wants timeout for his group, as Rochester now leads it by 10 with 9:19 to go. And Cap Wilson, who is a really good free throw shooter, he'll have an opportunity to stretch it to 11 here with 9:19 remaining here in the second half of play. This broadcast is brought to you by Chief Financial Credit Union. Since it was established in 1941, Chief Financial Credit Union has made helping people its priority. From checking accounts that pay you awesome rewards like 5% interest or 2% cash back on purchases, to credit cards that give back to community partners like the Rochester University Visa. Chief Financial Credit Union offers products that benefit you and your community. Check out the credit union difference at your hometown credit union, Chief Financial. So here at Garth Pleasant Arena, it's been a fun day of basketball. The women getting a win earlier against Northwestern Ohio, and right now the men's team in a good position to get a nice bounce back from their Wednesday night loss to Siena Heights. They lead it by 10 with a Cap Wilson free throw upcoming, as he just made that lay-in, absorbed the foul underneath on that inbounds play. So the 5 on the floor for Northwestern Ohio out of the timeout will be Justin Kep, Elijah Pugsley, Isaac Golson Jr., Nathan Lessing, and Alex Clough. As it'll be Cap Wilson, the native of Davison, Michigan, to shoot the free throw. Wilson, a 66.7% free throw shooter coming into this game. 2 for 3 today. Free throw is up. That one will rim out. Kep has the rebound, and now the Racers have it, trailing by 10. Elijah Pugsley. Bounce to Kep. He has an Agba on him. Bounce back to Pugsley. Pugsley gets a screen. Went around the screen. Took some contact from Agba there, went out of bounds off of Rochester, and it will stay with the Racers. 12 on the shot clock. Foul situation. Rochester is in the bonus. Just 4 team fouls they've committed, though. That one stripped from Lessing, and we are going to get a foul, and that one I think was on Cannon Campbell. Yep. So for Cannon Campbell, that's his third. And it is a shooting foul, so Lessing will go to the line to shoot 2. He has 14 points here today. Mentioned that he started every game this year as the first free throw is good. He also started every game last year. Braylon Toney comes back in for Cannon Campbell. So one more free throw here for Nathan Lessing. He has 15 points. Second one up, that one good. Make it 16 for the junior out of Sidney, Ohio. Under 9 to go now in the basketball game. Braylon Toney will bring it up. Braylon Toney, who made 3 trips to the Breslin Center in his high school career. Cartwright. Guarded by Pugsley. Cartwright on the drive. And that one to a cutting Cap Wilson. Out of control shot. Not close. Lessing has the rebound. Pugsley pushes now for the Racers. That one deflects, but found its way to Golson. Golson baseline drive. Kep out to Pugsley. Extra pass. Lessing the corner 3, and he buried it. Nathan Lessing now with 19 points, and the deficit is just 5 for the Racers. Here's Armand Cartwright. Cartwright swings it back over. Braylon Toney, he's wide open. That one off the heel. Skying for that rebound is Pugsley. 8-minute mark. Racers trailing by just 5. Pugsley will pull up for 3. Air ball that he wanted a foul call. May have had a legit complaint. He wasn't allowed to land. But we play on. Cartwright with Pugsley on him. Over to Toney. Toney inside to Agba. Agba against Kep. They're matched up 1-on-1 now. Agba works his way. Nice finish inside from Peter Agba. 11 points now for Agba. The lead back up to 7 for Rochester. And Elijah Pugsley is going to need to come out of this game, and Zach Montz will come to the scorer's table and into the game immediately for the Racers. So Pugsley, he'll go to the locker room, it looks like. Montz back into the game, under 7.5 to go. Golson Jr. over to Lessing. Lessing on the drive, off glass and in. Good finish over there over Cap Wilson. Lessing has now went north of 20 points on the day with 21. 5-point game. Toney kicks out. Noah Holly puts it on the floor. Working his way. Lefty shot, no good. Kep on the catch. He drops it off for Zach Montz. Cannon Campbell at the scorer's table along with Andre Johnson. It looks like Logan Ealing. Montz counted in the foul. Zach Montz with a big-time finish on the drive, and he will go to the line to try and make this a 2-point game. It's Bailey Gardner at the scorer's table for Northwestern Ohio, not Logan Ealing. Couldn't see the jersey from up here, so it'll be Andre Johnson and Cannon Campbell checking in. Bailey Gardner will go in for Alex Clough, and it looks like number 10, Laji Samora, will check in for the first time today with 6:54 to go. Agba and Noah Holly come out. So Laji Samora gets set to check in. He didn't play in their last game. And that free throw rims out. So the lead remains 3 for Rochester, 69-66. Cannon Campbell brings it across. Over to Johnson. Andre Johnson out to Cannon Campbell. Campbell to Cartwright. Cartwright with Montz on him. Just a little bit of space baseline. Cartwright kicks out. Campbell into the lane. Kicks it over to Cap Wilson. Wilson up with it off glass and in. Cap Wilson with 17 now. Cap has Cap Wilson on him. Now Lessing. Isaac Golson Jr. 5 made threes in this game. Here's Zach Montz, though. Montz kicks out. Bailey Gardner uses that ball fake to get it inside to Kep. Now to Lessing. Montz with Johnson on him. Zach Montz, the reverse lane. He got it to go. Zach Montz with 17 points. Cuts the lead to 3. So Elijah Pugsley is back. He's at the scorer's table. Laji Samura will not go into the game. Cartwright looking for a response after that Montz layup. Over to Campbell. Cannon Campbell on the attack. Shot no good, but he will draw the foul. And Cannon Campbell will head to the line to shoot 2. So Cannon Campbell with 7 points. His season high going into the last game was 5. He eclipsed that on Wednesday night with 7. And now he has an opportunity to set a season high for the second straight game. First free throw is up. That one falls for Cannon Campbell. So Cannon Campbell now with 8. Elijah Pugsley back into the game. Out goes Justin Kep. One more free throw. That one's short. So Campbell does split the pair, 72-68. Rochester with 16 fouls. So Northwestern Ohio in the bonus, and Northwestern Ohio with 17 fouls. Rochester in the bonus. So we'll be shooting free throws from here out, assuming this one ends in regulation. Lessing on the drive, up with it. Shot will roll out. Nathan Lessing had good position, created some space to rise and elevate with that one, but he couldn't finish. 5-minute mark here in the second half. Rochester holding on to a 4-point lead. Here's Cannon Campbell, right wing. Golson on him, over to Braylon Toney. Now back to Campbell. Cartwright against Lessing. Shot clock down to 5. 3 in the face of Lessing. Off the mark, but the long rebound comes to Braylon Toney. Fresh 20 on the clock. Cartwright with Lessing on him. He'll pull out. Shot clock under 10, and Lessing swiped it from him. On the floor for that is Cannon Campbell, and now Golson has it, and he gets it to Pugsley. Pugsley up ahead to Montz. Montz corner. Lessing for 3. Shot no, but we have a foul away from the ball, and we're going the other way. And it looked like actually he stepped out of bounds. So it's a turnover for Northwestern Ohio. No foul. The official pointed to that line, and he stepped out of bounds along the sideline. So no foul. As back into the game is Justin Kep. And it'll be Cartwright to inbound. Campbell, Cartwright, Holly, Agba, and Johnson, the 5 on the floor for Rochester. Trying to finish this one out here at home. They won't be back here for a couple of weeks as we'll get a foul away from the basketball, and it's going to be on Justin Kep. So Peter Agba, that's the 8th team foul on Northwestern Ohio. And that's the first foul on Kep. So a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Peter Agba. Agba for the game has 11 points. 1 of 2 from the stripe. First free throw is up. That one through. Big make there for Peter Agba. Makes it a 5-point game. One more free throw. Second up. That one also good for Agba. He has 13. And Clint Pleasant wants timeout here with 4:06 to go here in the second half. Rochester holding on to a 6-point lead. They are trying to get win number 7 in WAC play on the year. And for Northwestern Ohio, they are trying to keep their 2-game winning streak going, winning 75-68 over Aquinas College on Wednesday. They scored 45 second-half points in that game. They were off to a hot start offensively tonight in this one, and they have maintained it. They are shooting 55.3% from the field, 50% from deep. But credit Rochester. They've done a nice job in this second half keeping pace. Armand Cartwright, he leads or he's second in scoring with 18. Cap Wilson now with 19 points. So another big night for Wilson. Peter Agba has had a good game. He has 13. Cap Wilson 19 and 8. So 74-68. 4 minutes to go. Rochester, they were unable to finish on Wednesday night. Kicked out Lessing, and he was going to swing it back to Montz, but we are going to get a foul, and Nathan Lessing will head to the line for a 1-and-1. So it's the 7th team foul, and that will be the 4th foul on Cannon Campbell. So here's Lessing at the line. He had 30 in their win over Aquinas College, and another big night here tonight. That one good. 22 points now for Lessing. 5-point game. Second one up. That one will fall. Shooter's touch there for Lessing. And the deficit back to 4. Cap Wilson getting set to check back into the game. He goes to the scorer's table. Johnson over to Cartwright. Cartwright, screen from Agba. Cartwright, he's doubled. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson inside to Holly. Holly up with it, blocked by Kep. Here come the racers the other way now. It's Montz, behind the back dribble. Hesitation move, off glass, shot off the mark. Bouncing around, Agba squeezes that rebound. Big stop there for Rochester. Andre Johnson. Out to Campbell playing with 4 fouls. Holly, now to Cartwright. They're moving it around the perimeter. Andre Johnson for 3. That one rattles home. 4-3 of the game for Andre Johnson. That's a big one. It pushes the lead to 7. No timeout called here by Northwestern Ohio. And Lessing, what a finish. Looked like he lowered that shoulder into Cannon Campbell to create that space for the shot, but he buried it. 25 points now for Nathan Lessing. 5-point game. Johnson over to Holly. In the corner, Cannon Campbell was stepping on the sideline as he caught it. Second time Rochester's done that in the last couple of minutes, and they will turn it over. Cap Wilson comes into the game for Andre Johnson. So Kep into Zach Montz. 2:35 to go here in the second half. Rochester trying to get win number 14 on the year before they go on the road for a few games. Lessing's 3 is off. Holly has the rebound along the baseline and gets it quickly to Cartwright. Cannon Campbell will bring it slowly across. Rochester in no rush. Here's Cartwright. Pugsley on him. Cartwright gets rid of it. Inside to Peter Agba. Has the matchup advantage with Lessing, and he will draw the foul, and Peter Agba will be going to the line. And the foul is on Zach Lessing, and it's a 1-and-1. So not a shooting foul. And it's the 3rd foul on Lessing. 9th team foul, so what? Now Rochester in the double bonus. Free throw up from Agba. That one rims out. So a big miss there if you're Northwestern Ohio. Montz over to Pugsley. Pugsley directing traffic. He's guarded by Noah Holly, opposing number 11s. Pugsley underneath the basket, out Lessing. This would be big if it goes. That one off. Agba has the rebound ahead to Armand Cartwright. We'll see what Cartwright does. He will pull it out and run some clock. Minute 35 to go. Rochester holding on to a 5-point lead. Dropped off to Cannon Campbell. 77-72. Campbell bounces to Cartwright. Cartwright with Pugsley on him, and we are going to get a foul called on Pugsley. So for Elijah Pugsley, that will be his first foul, but it's the 10th team foul. That's the bad news, because Armand Cartwright is a really good free throw shooter, and he'll have 2. That's the 10th team foul. First one is up. That one good. So Armand Cartwright now with 19 points. Peter Agba comes out. Andre Johnson into the game. That was the first free throw of the game for Cartwright. One more here, this one to give him 20 on the day. And that one will fall around and come down for Armand Cartwright, the senior. 79-72 now. Minute 20 to go. Lessing over to Kep. Now Pugsley has it working against Cannon Campbell. Inside to Lessing. Lessing, turnaround hook. That one falls for Nathan Lessing. He has 27, and a quick timeout is called by Caleb Williams here with 1:08 to go and Rochester leading it by 5. So a big bucket there to keep hope alive for the University of Northwestern Ohio Racers as they came into this game 0-10 on the road this season and in danger of falling to 0-11 now, but still plenty of time. 1:08, just a 2-possession basketball game as Rochester leads it 79-74. And Armand Cartwright, he leads all scores in this game with 20. And then for Northwestern Ohio, 10 turnovers. Rochester, they have 9. Really been an evenly matched game throughout. Back and forth action. Largest lead in this game for Rochester was 12. They lead it right now by 5, 79-74. Your score. Armand Cartwright mentioned he has 20. And this week he was named to the Bevo Francis Top 100 watch list, which tracks all small college basketball players. So a great honor for him. He's had a tremendous career here at Rochester University, winning the national championship for the USCAA in 2018 as the accolades continue to come in for him, and all of them very well deserved. The senior from nearby Bloomfield Hills as 1:08 to go. It'll be Braylon Toney to inbound. They get it into Andre Johnson. So a full court press. They'll trap Johnson. He gets rid of it to Cap Wilson. Wilson had trouble with it. Lessing bounced it inside. Wilson nearly took it back. He did. And then he got it to Cartwright. Cartwright will break the press or try to himself. And then he's going to be bumped by Isaac Golson Jr. And Armand Cartwright will go to the line to shoot 2. It's the 11th team foul. And it's the 3rd on Golson. So 54.8 to go. And Cartwright can make it a 3-possession game with 2 made free throws here. First free throw up, that one good. So makes it a 6-point game. Cannon Campbell will come back into the game for Andre Johnson. Cartwright coming into this game an 86.7% free throw shooter. He has one more here. That one up, and it is good. So Armand Cartwright now with 22 points. Alex Clough back into the game. Out goes Justin Kep. So 54.8 to go. Rochester leads it by 7. Pugsley bringing it across midcourt. Elijah Pugsley had it taken away from behind by Noah Holly. They get on the floor for it. It's a held ball. Possession arrow favors Rochester. And we will get another timeout called here. I believe it was called by Caleb Williams. And Rochester will take the timeout. It is a full timeout. I'll take this opportunity to tell you this broadcast is brought to you by Chief Financial Credit Union, the official credit union of Rochester University and home of the 2% cashback rewards free checking account. Open your rewards checking today with no minimum balance and show your Warrior pride with the RU debit card. Chief Financial Credit Union, more than money. Chief Financial Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. So 81-74 here from Garth Pleasant Arena. I'm David Hughes. Been a fun day of basketball here at Rochester University. The women getting a win in the first game of our doubleheader, and right now the men's team looking like they're on their way to getting a win. It'll be their ball at the other end of this timeout. They lead it 81-74 as Noah Holly just a moment ago going onto the floor, getting that rebound. And for Noah Holly, that has to feel good. He had that baseline slam that gave Rochester the lead at the end of the fourth quarter in the game against Siena Heights. It looked like it was potentially going to be the winning basket. And then, of course, DeMarco Dickerson buried that cold-blooded shot. And Holly here tonight, again, getting an opportunity to play down the stretch. Comes up with a big play there to get his team the basketball. So 47.5 to go. It'll be Braylon Toney to inbound. He's out there with Cannon Campbell, Cap Wilson, Armand Cartwright, and Noah Holly. And that one bounced into Cannon Campbell. Back to Braylon Toney, ahead to Cartwright. They bring it across midcourt. Holly, then he will go and he'll jam it baseline. Noah Holly, and that should do it. 83-74. It would take a miracle now for the Racers. Pugsley on the drive, taken away by Campbell. Got it to Cartwright, and I think they're going to let Rochester dribble this one out. Shot clock is turned off, and it looks like that will do it. So Armand Cartwright dribbles, and the Rochester University Warriors, they move to 14-6 on the season, 7-4 in WAC play. And for Northwestern Ohio, their 2-game winning streak comes to an end. They'll fall to 5-15 on the year and 2-9 in the WAC. So Armand Cartwright had just 13 points in the loss to Siena Heights on Wednesday. Big bounce back here today. He scores 22, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, and then 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. So your final here today from Garth Pleasant Arena. The Rochester University Warriors get the win, 83, and they beat Northwestern University, or the University of Northwestern Ohio. They put up 74. I'm David Hughes. Thank you for watching this broadcast on the Rochester Sports Network.